Welcome in to Metro State University, game 9 of the season overall for your Dodge City A's. They come into tonight's game 4-4 on the season after multiple rainouts have caused some shifting in the schedule here in the early goings of the 2023 season for the A's. We are about ready to face the Denver Cougars. So it is the Denver Cougars and Dodge City A's. The Cougars and A's 1-3 in this series, or 1-2 in this series, as the Cougars took 2 from the A's in Dodge City to open the season. And we will be getting ready to go here shortly. We're going to go ahead and get started with lineups. And they look like this. Leading off for the Cougars is the center fielder, number 3, Brady Webb. Batting second baseman, number 6, Clark Springs. Batting third, the shortstop, number 5, Christian Powell. Batting cleanup is the first baseman, number 33, Matt Bathauer. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 10, Zeke Minnick. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 34, Mike Bathauer. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 27, Nolan Marthaler. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 26, Will Brazel. And rounding out the lineup for the Cougars is right fielder, number 8, Aiden Welsh. Starting pitcher, number 15, John Peliquin. That is the lineup for the Denver Cougars as we get ready to go. And let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineup for your Dodge City A's. Leading off, left fielder, number 1, Juan Rivera. Batting second, the center fielder, number 6, Cooper Schneider. Batting third, shortstop, number 22, Jordan Black. The cleanup hitter for your Dodge City A's, the third baseman, number 6, Preston Gamster. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 10, Alex Gallion. Batting sixth, right fielder, number 12, Caleb Bergman. Batting seventh, designated hitter, number 3, Nolan Williams. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 7, Rudy Gonzalez. And rounding out the lineup for the A's is first baseman, number 4, Brian Gardner. That is the lineup for your Dodge City A's, and it will be Tristan Wolf. Wolf on the mound for the A's. First game for him in this series, as Wolf just playing for the A's here in the Colorado League, or in the Colorado teams. So we are going to step aside as we get ready for first pitch. We'll be back with first pitch as the A's take on the Cougars in Colorado at Metro State. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Well, that was a short break. First pitch from Juan Rivera, grounded out to second base, throw to first in time. One pitch, one out, and we are underway here at Metro State University. It helps if I actually turn on the volume. Sorry about that. So Juan Rivera grounded out to second base. Cooper Schneider currently at bat, a 2-2 count after he fouls that one off. And we will go to work. One away here in the top of the first. The pitch misses outside. A full count now to Schneider. Payoff pitch coming. Schneider grounds that one. Fielded by the second baseman. The throw to first will not be in time as he bobbled it. Runner aboard for the Dodge City A's. A fielding error by the second baseman will put the runner aboard. That will bring in Jordan Black. First pitch to Black. Misses for ball number 1. Justin Hurd alongside for the call. Joined in by Caleb Jamison. A swing and a miss, and that will even the count at 1 apiece to Black. Schneider goes, and Black fouls that one off. He'll have to go back to first. That gets Black down in the count 1-2. One, two delivery from Pelican. Swung on and missed, and that will send Black back to the dugout. He goes down on strikes. 2 away for the A's. That will bring in Preston Gamster. Gamster, the third baseman tonight for your Dodge City A's. The cleanup hitter with the runner on and 2 away.
A lot of jumping around over at first makes the pitcher step off. Oh, just outside.
1-0 count for Gamster. A few families have joined us out here in Colorado for this trip. Preston, one of those that has family here, along with Jordan Rodriguez. That pitch misses low, 2-0 the count.
Appears Gamster got something in his eye, so quick step out of the box for that.
We will go back to work, a 2-0 count. Chopped foul right at his feet, and that will bring the count to 2-1 for Gamster. Dodge City A's playing their final game against the Denver Cougars here tonight. This will complete the league series with the Cougars, and will travel down to Colorado Springs. A throw to first, not in time. So the A's will travel down to Colorado Springs to begin a 2-game series scheduled with the K-Drats. Those games to begin, first one tomorrow night, a 6:05 p.m. Mountain Time start scheduled for that one. That pitch comes in high, 3-1 to Gamster. Take a quick look at some of the season stats for your Dodge City A's collectively as a team. They come into tonight's contest batting .254 on the season, a .385 OBP. 3-1 delivery coming from Peliquin. Pitch hit right through the middle. A ground ball out into shallow center field, and Schneider digging for third. He's got it. Runners on the corners for your Dodge City A's. A single and an error have put the A's offense into motion here in the top of the first. And that will bring in Alex Gallion with a runner in scoring position. Gallion, the second baseman, steps in to face Peliquin. Gamster takes off for second. That threw the gap out into shallow right field. Gamster digging for third now. And that will again put runners on the corners as Gamster advances to third. One run has scored the A's a 1-0 lead.
I'm not sure if they meant to do it, but it looked like a textbook hit and run.
That may have been an accidental hit and run, but
it was
either way it turned into one.
Perfect.
So that will bring in Caleb Bergman, runners on the corners. Bergman takes first pitch. He sees it's fouled off and out of play for strike number one. Gamster now at third. Gallion at first. Cooper Schneider come around to score. That pitch, catching the zone, gets Bergman down in the count 0-2. Dodge City A's playing Game 9 in this young season. A season that has already seen 3 games rained out. Pitch comes in low, and that will be ball number 1. The A's got their season started off late. The home opener actually delayed due to rain at Dodge City. That game was played as a doubleheader on Sunday rather than on Friday as it should have been. Throw down to second, not in time, and that will bring Gamster in to score. A 2-2 count to Bergman.
Good steal right there by Gallion, and good read over at third by Gamster to get in on the throw.
Gamster advances on the throw. A 2-0 lead here for your Dodge City A's as Bergman fouls that one off. We'll do the 2-2 over again. Peliquin looking in. Gallion out at second with the fair lead. Pitch catches Bergman looking, comes in right off the edge of the plate for strike number 3. The A's in the inning. 2 strikeouts, they strand 1, but take a 2-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the first. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Tristan Wolf on the mound for your Dodge City A's as he is set to take on the Denver Cougars. Tell you about Tristan Wolf a little bit. Played his season for the Dodge City Community College Conquistadors. A swing and a miss by Webb gets him down in the count 0-1. Wolf made 15 starts, 17 appearances, 68 innings pitched, a 3-4 record overall with a 7.68 ERA. Pitch comes in to miss to the outside. Struck out 75, allowing 89 hits, 8 home runs, walked 33, and allowed just 66 runs. He was a transfer back to Dodge City from UCO and currently holds the school record for total number of strikeouts in a career. So the 1-2 count to Webb. That one evens a count at 2 apiece. A full count now for Webb.
Got a good little breeze blowing in here.
Webb will ground that one, fielded by the shortstop. Throw to first in time, and out number 1. Sorry about the wind. There's a good wind blowing right into for us. See if we can slow that down a little bit. There we go. Swing and a miss, and that will get
Clark Springs down 0-1.
Springs down in the count 0-2. Wolf making his first start of the year for the Dodge City A's. 0-2 delivery. Comes in, catches the inner edge. That will send Springs back to the dugout.
Really good at bat right there for
2 away.
Wolf. Going in and out and getting him off guard.
And that will bring in pitch grounded back, fielded by the shortstop, throw to first in time. That will end the inning. A quick 1-2-3 as Tristan Wolf was diving for that, but fielded by shortstop. And that will send us to the top of the second. The A's with a 2-0 lead. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. I'm back into Metro State, home of the road runners. It is your A's and the Cougars in league action. The A's with a 2-0 lead. Justin Hergert alongside with Caleb Jamison. The first pitch to Nolan Williams in and misses for ball number 1. Williams fouls that one off straight back into the netting. Evens a count at 1 apiece. One delivery from Peliquin. Catches the outer edge of the zone. 1-2. Williams grounds that one to the second baseman. Throw to first in time. 1 away for the A's. Bring in the catcher, Rudy Gonzalez. The A's, gray pants, green tops, white numerals, outlined in yellow with yellow stripes on the sleeve and green hats. The Cougars, white pants, white tops with gray and black striping and white numerals outlined in black. First pitch to Gonzalez, ball number 1. .337 down the left field line here as that pitch comes in and misses to the outside, 2-0. 370 to right and left power alleys and 400 to dead red center. .20 delivery. Comes in and catches the lower part of the zone. Makes the count 2-1. Pitch again catches the outer edge of the zone. 2-2 count to Gonzalez. The A's looking to split the overall series with a win here tonight. Two delivery from Peliquin. He'll kick, fires, and that one's fouled off. We'll do the 2-2 over again. John Peliquin working from the first base side of the rubber. That ball will be thrown out of play. Peliquin comes set. The 2-2 delivery. High ball swung on and missed. Gonzalez will go down on strikes, 1-2 away. That will bring in the 9-hole hitter for your Dodge City A's, Brian Gardner. Gardner in the righty-righty matchup here this evening. First pitch misses to the outside. 1-0. Pitch comes in high and inside, makes it 2-0. Called strike on the inner edge. 2-1, the count to Brian Gardner. We'll get to some stats here after a while as we get into this game. A 2-0 lead. That pitch comes in and misses to the inside, makes it 3-1. Pitch misses, and that will turn the order over as Gardner is walked. Runner aboard for the Dodge City A's, and that will turn it over to Juan Rivera. Rivera led off 1 pitch, 1 out in the top of the first. A ground out to the second baseman. Rivera in to face Peliquin for the second time. The pitch right over the inner edge for strike 1. Set the defense for the Denver Cougars from left to right in the outfield is Marthaler, Webb, and Welsh. Then around the infield, that pitch called strike number 2 over the outer edge. Around the infield from left to right is Bathauer, Powell, Springs, and Bathauer. Peliquin on the mound and Minnick catching. That is the defense for the Cougars. An 0-2 count. It's that pitch, a line drive right back at the second baseman for out number 3. That will send us to the bottom of the second. The A's a 2-0 lead. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Come back into the ballpark at Metro State University. Tristan Wolf back out for his second inning of work. That pitch misses outside to Matt Bathauer, ball 1. Bathauer sends that one down the third base side, but falls foul. Evens a count at 1 apiece. Two and one, the count to Bathauer after the Cougars went down 1-2-3 in the top or bottom of the first. Bathauer takes that one, a swing, goes out into shallow right field, will fall in for the first hit of the game for the Cougars. Runner aboard. That will bring in the catcher, Zeke Minnick. Minnick did not play against the A's in the series in Dodge City. This will be the first time that Minnick will see action against the A's. Pitch comes in, misses inside for ball 1. Foul tipped, and that will even the count at 1 apiece. 1-1 delivery, misses low. Brings it to 2-1. Pitch goes foul, and that will even the count at 2 apiece for Minnick. Pitch is fouled back, and we'll do the 2-2 over again. Defense for your Dodge City A's from left to right around the outfield, Rivera, Schneider, and Bergman. Swing and a miss, and that will send Minnick back to the dugout on strikes. Out number 1 for the Cougars. That brings in Mike Bathauer. So the defense for your Dodge City A's around the infield from left to right is Gamster, Black, Gallion, and Gardner. Wolf on the mound, and Rudy Gonzalez, the catcher, behind the plate. That is the defense for your A's. Bathauer sends that one out into center field, and Schneider there to gather that one in for out number 2. That will bring in Nolan Marthaler. Marthaler, the left fielder for the Denver Cougars. Tristan Wolf working from the first base side of the rubber as he comes set. Pitch to Marthaler, swung on and missed, gets him down in the count 0-1. 2 strikeouts so far in this game for Tristan Wolf, as he continues to show steady approach from the mound. That pitch, a curve that misses high, evens a count at 1 apiece. 1-1 to Marthaler. Comes in right over the zone, a breaker that just settled right there. Moves the count to 1-2. Wolf's got a sign and comes set. Looks over at first, kicks, fires, and that one's fouled off. We'll do the 1-2 over again. One-two delivery from Wolf coming. Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 3 for Wolf, and that will end the inning. Cougars strand 1 after the leadoff single. We're headed to the top of the third, a 2-0 ball game in favor of your A's. We'll be back. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Top of the third, your A's lead 2-0 as we go back to work. Live from Metro State University, it is Cooper Schneider leading off for the A's after Juan Rivera led off was the out number 3 for the line drive at second. First pitch to Schneider. And for ball number 1. Work beginning in the bullpen for the Cougars. It's cooled off a little bit. They were getting someone up and ready. Nobody currently in the pen for the A's. 1-0 count to Schneider. Checks his swing. They appeal down.
And he did.
And they say he went. 3 umpires in this game here today. Schneider starts to show bunt, pulls back, takes that one high and inside, 2-1. Cooper Schneider, 8 games played, 34 plate appearances, a .320 batting average for him. 2-1 delivery from Peliquin as he comes set. Ball comes inside, 3-1 now to Schneider. Peliquin had to go chase after that ball as it rolled away to the third base side, but we're ready now. The pitch driven down the third base side. It is fair ball, and Schneider stayed at home thinking it was foul, but the third base umpire called fair, and he is out as he threw to first. Will retire him.
Gotta feel like Schneider's mad after that one, because that's one he probably could have beat out if he took off right there.
You're absolutely correct with speed of Schneider. He definitely probably could have beat that one out. Want to know the count to the shortstop Jordan Black. He comes into today's game with 7 games, 26 plate appearances, a .238 average through the first 8 games of the season. 2-0 the count. Pitch driven down the first base side, and it will go foul as that falls onto the tennis courts that are off the right field side. Jordan Black played at Johnson County this year, takes that pitch for strike number 2, evens the count at 2 apiece. Black in 24 games, made 19 starts, 75 at bats. A .320 average throughout his season. A full count now to Black, who primarily played third and short for the Cavaliers. A season-high 5 RBIs and a win against Benedictine. He'll drive that one back up the center, and that will be runner aboard for the A's with 1 away. Jordan Black aboard. That will bring in Preston Gamster. Gamster, the third baseman, comes into today's game having played 7 games, 26 plate appearances, batting .130 through the first 8 of the season. That pitch in low for ball number 1. Preston Gamster, teammate to my sidekick up here today, Caleb Jamison.
Go Drags.
1-0 delivery to Gamster. Comes in and misses low, makes it 2-0. Preston Gamster played in 60 games for the Dragons, made 57 starts, a .346 average in his season for Paris Junior College. Had a .603 slugging average while there. Takes that one and drives it out into shallow left field. Back-to-back hits for the Dodge City A's. Runner in scoring position now, and that will bring in Alex Gallion. Gallion, his last time up, a single, and then a stolen base, and we're going to have a mound visit. So we'll tell you about some of the stats here as Alex Gallion with 5 games, 20 plate appearances, batting .400 here in this early season in the 2023 Rocky Mountain League. Alex Gallion played his freshman season this year for Dodge City Community College. Played in 30 games, made 26 starts, 91 at-bats, averaging .341 for the Conquistadors. A .451 slugging average. Started early in the season as a catcher and then moved to the infield and had 7 multi-hit games to his credit. A swing and foul tipped, and he's down in the count 0-1. Four hits here in the early innings of this ball game for your Dodge City A's. The 0-1 delivery swung on and missed. Has Gallion down in the count 0-2. Lights on here at Metro. Some clouds moving in from the west. 0-1 delivery, or 0-2 delivery, misses out. Makes it 1-2 to Gallion.
Good block right there by the catcher to keep the runners staying put.
Runners at first and second for the A's. One away here in the top of the third, with A's with a 2-run lead. Pitch outside, the throw back to first to try to get Gamster. A little wide and not in time. 2-2 the count to Gallion. Pitch, Gallion drives it right back up the middle, and that will be a base hit. The throw home is cut off. Black will score, and that will push the A's lead 3-0. An RBI single for Alex Gallion.
Good hit right there by Gallion. Just textbook staying through the ball and pushing it up the middle to get a run across.
3 straight singles, and A's with a 3-run lead. That brings in Caleb Bergman. Bergman played his freshman season at Baylor. Bergman, a strikeout victim his first time up. First pitch, outside and low for ball number 1. Caleb Bergman, 5 games, 15 plate appearances, batting .286 for the A's this year. 1-0 delivery coming from Peliquin. Gamster with the lead off a second. Peliquin looks back, throw back. They get him. Not sure if that was the right call, but nonetheless, the call made. Gamster erased off the base paths. for out number 2. Bergman lays down a bunt. The field by the catcher, throw to first was in time. That will end the inning. The A's strand one, a 3-0 lead. We're headed to the bottom of the third. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. First pitch to Will Brossel, and for ball 1 as the Cougars begin the bottom of the third. That one gets Brossel swinging, gets him down in the count, or even in the count rather, at 1 apiece. Justin Hergert alongside with Caleb Jamison for the call on this one. That one swung on and missed. Brossel down in the count, 1-2. Grounded to the second baseman, Gallion. Throw to first in time. 1 away for the Cougars here in the top of the third. Will bring in the 9-hole hitter, Aiden Welsh. Pitch tapped foul at the first base dugout for strike number 1. Few showers moving over the mountains behind us. A rather scenic view as Welsh pops that one foul and out of play. Down in the count, 0-2. 0-2 delivery from Wolf. That one's popped up on the infield. Gamster calling for it. Called off by Jordan Black, and he drops that one as it goes into his glove and pops out.
Looks like the A's have some action in the pen as well. It appears to be Matthew Sandoval.
I believe that is correct. So an error on the shortstop, Black, will put a runner aboard for the Cougars. Ball 1 as the lineup turns over to Brady Webb, a ground out victim his last time up. 2-0 the count to him.
If I was the catcher out there, I would check the swing on that one. From my angle, it looked like he went.
Throw over to first. Not in time. Welsh with the lead off at first. That pitch driven down the right field line and falls foul, and Strike number 1 to Webb. Not a whole lot of foul territory down either line, more so down the left field line. The right field line, I would say there's probably 2-3 feet there before the fence that leads into the bullpen. That pitch misses to the outside, a 3-1 count to Webb. Three-one delivery, chopped foul, and that's a full count. So Webb in back-to-back at bats has run the count full against Tristan Wolf. Payoff pitch from Wolf. Takes a look over at first. He'll come set. The pitch down low, and that will be a walk that puts runners at first and second for the Denver Cougars. One away, an error and a walk puts runners on.
We're going to have a talk from Coach Esteban.
The A's pitching staff has been effective here in the early goings of this game. Wolf retiring. Six of the 10 batters that he has faced so far, giving up a pop-up that should have been an out. An error committed by the shortstop Black. And then the walk and one true single. So the Cougars with one hit in this game. None here in the third, and runners on first and second. That will bring in the second baseman, Springs. Springs, a strikeout victim his last time up, takes the first pitch he sees for ball number 1.
Springs is actually a ex-player of mine.
Throw back to second.
We played together when I was with the Dallas Patriots.
A summer league team?
Yes.
Nice.
Cool to come back around and meet your old teammates. I also found out that over at PJC we might be facing Dodge City Community College this next year.
I've heard rumors that Dodge will be making the trip to Paris in the spring.
That'll be a very fun matchup.
2-0 count to Springs. That pitch popped and driven foul. Makes it 2-1. Two-one delivery from Wolf. Chopped back up the middle. Go to second for one, throw to first. In time, the twin killing will end the inning. An excellent 4-6-3 double play as the A's get out of that jam. And we're headed to the top of the fourth, a 3-run lead. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Welcome back into the ballpark, and a new pitcher on the mound for the Cougars is number 16, Greg. He is taking over after John Peliquin goes 3 innings. So he will face Nolan Williams. First pitch was a ball. That one popped up and taken on the infield by the third baseman for out number 1. Williams 4-3 ground out his first time up, and then the pop up there, and that will bring in the catcher Gonzalez. Takes the first pitch he sees for ball number 1. Gonzalez, a strikeout victim his last time up. Nolan Williams, 7 games, 27 plate appearances, batting .208. Gonzalez sends that one a fly ball headed out into center field. 3 people converging on it. The center fielder calling it off in shallow left center for out number 2. So
ball just seemed to hold up just for the center fielder to get under it right at the end.
Rudy Gonzalez with 5 games, 18 plate appearances, batting .154. And that will be the bottom of the lineup with Brian Gardner. Gardner walked on his last time up, takes the first pitch he sees for ball number 1. Brian Gardner with 7 games, 24 plate appearances, batting .211 so far in the season for the A's. 2 away. Gardner takes that 4-strike 1, evens the count at 1 apiece. Greg, the lefty on the mound for the Cougars, working from the first base side, comes back inside to Gardner. 2-1 the count. Two-one delivery from Greg. That one high and inside makes it 3-1. Gardner pops that one up. It'll go out of play in a full count to Brian Gardner. Gardner sends that one foul down the third base side. We'll do the payoff over again. So Peliquin goes 3 innings, allowing 5 hits. Walked 1, 3 runs, and struck out 2. Payoff pitch again, swung on and missed, and that will end the inning as the A's go down 1-2-3 in the top of the 4th. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th, 3-0 lead for the A's. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Welcome back into Metro State University in downtown Denver. A's making the pitching change as well, as it is Matthew Sandoval taking over the mound for your Dodge City A's. 2.1 innings pitched in one game so far. 1 hit, 1 run, walked 1, a 3.857 ERA as he takes over for Tristan Wolf. Wolf's night is done. He goes 3 innings, 1 hit, no runs, and faces 11. Pitch popped up, called for by Gallion, and he'll have it on the infield for out number 1. One away for the Cougars here in the bottom of the 4th. And that will bring in Matt Bathauer. Bathauer, the first baseman, got on a single his last time up. Takes the first pitch he sees for strike number 1. Matthew Sandoval played his sophomore season at Midland College this year. Matthew, the only returning member of last year's Dodge City A's. That pitch evens a count at 1 apiece. That pitch comes in low, makes it 2-1. As a pitcher for Midland College, Sandoval made 8 appearances, pitched 7 innings, 6.43 ERA as that pitch is chopped foul, evens a count at 2 apiece. Sandoval struck out 4, allowing 6 hits, walked 3. Pitch down the left field line and just falling foul. We'll do the 2-2 over again.
That sliced a lot. Looked like it was going to go fair and just went foul.
2-2 pitch from Sandoval.
Ooh, good pitch right there.
Just misses off the inner edge. A full count to the first baseman, Bathauer. Both teams going to lefties on the mound, and that pitch sliced foul, and that one will go well onto the softball field to our left. We'll do the payoff over again. Sandoval fires. That one's foul back into the screen. Bathauer working Sandoval for an extended at bat here. One out.
And with a new pitcher, that is a really good at bat by this after a quick lead-off at bat of the inning. Just letting your guys coming up next see some pitches.
Pitch comes in low, and runner aboard for the Cougars. We'll bring in the catcher, Minnick. Minnick, a strikeout victim his last time up. Lefty-righty matchup here. So we go to work with 1 away and 1 on. Pitch. This is a little high for ball 1. 1-0 delivery. Chopped foul down the third base side and evens a count at 1 apiece. One count to Minnick. That one chopped foul as well, gets Minnick down in the count 1-2. Bottom of the 4th, the A's with a 3-run lead against the Denver Cougars. Sandoval comes set. Look over at first. Pitch misses outside, makes it 2-2. A's dropped the season opener against these Cougars.
Really good stop right there by Rudy to keep the runner at first.
Pitch.
Keeping the double play intact.
Pitch fouled off. The payoff pitch will do it over again. So it was a 5-2 or 5-3 decision in favor of the Denver Cougars, as they did most of their damage in the third inning in that game. Pitch comes in and misses, and that will put runners on first and second for the Cougars with one away. Back-to-back walks puts a runner in scoring position for the Cougars. And the Cougars will elect to put the courtesy runner on for Minnick. Cooper Latino, the courtesy runner, on first. Check swing, and that's still called strike against Bathauer. Matt Bathauer on at second, and now Cooper Latino at first for the Cougars. Mike Bathauer at bat as he sends that one foul for strike number 2. Oh, 2 delivery from Sandoval. He looks in and comes set. Sandoval trying to work the back door and just misses. Brings a count to 1-2. Bathauer will tap that one foul, and we'll do the 1-2 over again. Nice sports complex here for Metro State. Baseball field that faces to the southeast. Soccer field behind us. Pitch fouled off, but will move the runners to second and third, and that will be called strike 3, 2 away for the Cougars.
That's gone down as a drop third strike. And they're moving up on the ball to the backstop.
So that will bring in Nolan Marthaler. Marthaler, a strikeout victim his last time up, takes first pitch for ball number 1. 2 away for the Cougars. Runners at second and third. That pitch misses low, evens a count at 1 apiece. Rather, 2-0 the count. My bad. And low as well, a 3-0 count now to Marthaler. Sandoval has his sign and comes set. 3-0 delivery. Misses a little high and outside. Will load the bases.
And that walk doesn't hurt anybody, but right here we're going to need to attack the zone.
Three walks, and that is what has put runners on for the Denver Cougars. In the bottom of the 4th, as the Cougars trail this one 3-0. Will be the designated hitter, Will Rosel, to up when we come back. It's a mound visit from Coach Cardoza. The A's trying to even this series at 2 apiece to complete the first series in the Rocky Mountain League for the year. That mound visit is over and we'll go back to work. So after this game tonight, the A's will move down to Colorado Springs for a 2-game series with the Cage Rats. And we're ready to go with bases loaded. Will Brossel at the plate for the Cougars. That pitch misses outside for ball 1. One-0 delivery. Gets down, and a good block by Gonzalez keeps it in front of him. Bathauer at third, not able to take advantage. 2-0 the count to Brossel. Pitch catches the outer edge of the zone. Makes it 2-1. Pitch grounded foul. Evens the count at 2 apiece. Also grounded out to the second baseman his last time up. Two delivery coming from Sandoval. Pitch just missing inside. Full count. So we will see the payoff pitch and runners will be moving. It's tapped foul. We'll do the payoff over again. Matt Bathauer at third. Courtesy runner Cooper Latino out at second. And Nolan Marthaler on first for the Cougars. That pitch, a curve, and it was fouled off to the first base side and out of play. We'll do the payoff over again. Well, a couple of extended at-bats here against Matthew Sandoval in the bottom of the fourth. Sandoval comes set. Pitch tapped foul again down the first base side, and we will see who will win this duel here. Pitch. Gets Brossel looking, and that will end the inning as he goes down on strikes, and the Cougars leave him loaded. We're headed to the top of the fifth, a 3-0 lead for your Dodge City A's. We'll be back. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Talk about streaks in between innings as the A's return back to the top of the order with Juan Rivera. Rivera takes the first pitch he sees and fouls it off. Strike number 1. Rivera, a ground out and a line drive, makes him 0-2 in this ball game. Pitch over his head, evens a count at 1 apiece. Two one the count to Rivera.
Ground ball up the middle, fielded at second, and he will be out at first. And that'll bring up Cooper Schneider.
First pitch to Schneider in for ball number 1 after Rivera grounded out for out number 1. Schneider takes that one for strike 1, got on an error and would come around to score in the top of the first. And then a 5-3 ground out as he hit a ball that was called fair down the third base side. Sends that one out into center field. Webb tracking it. He'll have it just ahead of the warning track for out number 2. Two away for the A's, a 3-run lead in the top of the 5th, and that will bring in Jordan Black. Black, strikeout victim, his first time up, and then a single and would come around to score in the 3rd. Takes the first pitch he sees for ball number 1. The A's making their 3rd trip around the batting order here in this game. The lefty Greg on the mound for his 2nd inning of work, and a 2-0 count to Jordan Black. Greg comes back high and inside, 3-0 for Black. Pitch, 4-pitch walk, puts runner on for the Dodge City A's. That will bring in Preston Gamster. Gamster got on a single and would be picked off at second base in the 3rd. He was part of the 2-run scoring in the top of the 1st. Pitch called strike. Gamster officially 2 for 2 in this ball game. Gamster sends that one down the third base side and falling foul in the limited foul territory that is out there.
And that puts him quickly down in the count, 0-2.
Pitch comes in and misses high, makes it 1-2. Greg looking down, takes a look over at first. Pitch fouled off back into the net. We'll do the 1-2 over again. So the A's currently in their second trip to Colorado for the year. First trip ended in no games played as both games against the Angels were rained out. 1-2 delivery from Greg. Swung on and missed. A foul tip, and Gamster will go down on strikes. That will end the inning as the A's strand one. We're headed to the bottom of the fifth. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. One count to Webb as the Cougars begin their third trip around the batting order. Matthew Sandoval back on the mound for the A's. 2-1 the count for Matthew Sandoval. Three one now. That pitch misses high, and after the ground out, that will put a runner on for the Cougars, and that will bring in Clark Springs. Springs hit into the twin killing that ended the third inning for the Cougars. One away, the A's with a 3-0 lead as get to go here. That pitch in catches the outer part of the zone for strike number 1. Throw to first. Not in time. Showers splitting around the Denver metro area, and hopefully will stay away long enough for the A's to play. Pitch called strike, springs down in the count 0-2. Cougars left the bases loaded in the bottom of the fourth. Throw to first, not in time. As back-to-back walks would put runners on first and second, and then a strikeout and another walk would load the bases. And it would be Brossel that would strike out to end the inning. That pitch falls into shallow right center field, and the runners on the corners for the Cougars with one away. The second hit of the ball game for the Denver Cougars. That will bring in Christian Powell. Powell popped up to the second baseman his last time up. He is 0 for 2 in this ball game with a ground out as well. One away. Pitch fouled back for strike number 1. Currently nobody in the bullpen for the Dodge City A's. There is someone down in the pen for the Cougars. Can't tell who that is. That pitch misses for ball number 1.
It actually looks like we might have somebody in the bullpen for the A's, kind of hidden where you can't see them.
Doing some early stretching. 2-1 the count to Powell.
That might be
Throw to first.
Caden Blair warming up in the pen.
Two-one delivery. That one's popped up. Gardner giving chase. He's calling for it. He'll gather that one in on the blue warning area. Out number 2 for the Denver Cougars as Powell pops up in foul territory. Two away. That brings in Matt Bathauer. Bathauer 1 for 1 as he walked on his last time up. That pitch sent out into shallow center field, played off the hop. That will score 1. (3-1) the lead for the Dodge City A's. That will bring in the catcher Zeke Minnick. Minnick 0 for 1 officially as he walked on himself his last time up. Caden Blair indeed the man in the bullpen for your Dodge City A's. Pitch misses low. To the catcher Minnick. Runners on first and second for the Cougars. 2 away. And after 4 scoreless, the Cougars get on the board. Pitch is fouled off, evens the count at 1 apiece. One delivery from Sandoval. Just missing off the outer edge, makes it 2-1. Home plate umpire not a fan of the outer edge here in today's game. Pitch driven out to left field. It will get away from Rivera. Another run will score, and that will put runners at second and third for the Denver Cougars. It is now a 3-2 ball game. Two singles and a double.
After a walk.
Have put the Denver Cougars within one, and we're going to have a mound visit from head coach Cardoza. So he wants to talk things over and see if we can get out of this inning with only this damage being done. It is Mike Bathauer due up next for the Cougars. He was a strikeout victim his last time up, the first time that he faced Matthew Sandoval, and Sandoval's night will be done. Sandoval will go an inning and 2/3, allowing 3 hits. Walked 4. So far has allowed 2 runs, but we cannot close the book on that part yet. Struck out 2. As he faces 12 batters. So that will be the current stat line for Matthew Sandoval, and it will be Caden Blair taking over the mound for your Dodge City A's. Caden played at Garden City Community College. He was a right-handed sophomore for them this year. Caden Blair, in his time at Garden City, made 3 starts, 15 appearances, 33.1 innings pitched, a 3-2 record, a 9.99 ERA with 1 save, struck out 27, allowing 39 hits, going a season high 5 innings in March against Otero. That is the general line for Caden Blair as the third pitcher takes over the mound for your Dodge City A's. Caden Blair on this season has appeared in 2 games, 1 start, 4 innings pitched, 8 hits, 6 runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeout, a 6.75 ERA for him this summer. So his warm-ups are done, and we will go back to work again. Runners on second and third for the Denver Cougars after the RBI double from the catcher Minnick. So we will go back to work, and Caden Blair will face Mike Bathauer. First pitch misses outside and low for ball number 1. Bathauer, a strikeout victim his last time up, 0-for-2, as he also flew out to center field. Pitch hit on the ground, grounded by the shortstop, third to first, in time, and that will end the inning. The Cougars strand 2, but have cut into the A's lead. It is a 3-2 ball game as we head to the top of the 6th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Top of the 6th inning here at Metro State University. It is Alex Gallion leading off for your Dodge City A's as we go to work. Gallion down in the count, 0-1. Swung on and missed. Makes it 0-2 for Alex Gallion. Gallion 2 for 2 so far in this game. 0-2 delivery from Greg as he comes set. Gallion sends that one on the ground to the shortstop. Throw to first in time. Out number 1 for the Dodge City A's. And that will bring in Caleb Bergman. Bergman 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out. Grounded out on a bunt to the pitcher his last time up. First pitch, a little low for ball number 1. Two and 0 the count to Caleb Bergman. Swing and a miss. Makes it 2-1. Two-one delivery from Greg. Comes to the inside, makes it 3-1. Three-one delivery. Bergman sends that one out towards right field, but hauled in by Welsh for out number 2. Two away for the A's will bring in Nolan Williams. Williams officially 0 for 2. 1-0 the count to him. Yeah, he's trying to get some offense going. That pitch swung on and missed, evens a count at 1 apiece. A's 2 in the first, 1 in the third has been the offense so far this game. Pitch, fly out to right field. A fair ball, and so after being called a fair ball, and Williams thrown out at third, we're going to have a quick chat as the call from the first base umpire was initially a fair ball. He pointed towards the infield, later signaling foul by holding both hands in the air, and we're having a quick visit. He will be on at second. So a ground rule double, it will be the official calling on that one. Runner aboard for the Dodge City A's. that will bring in the catcher, Rudy Gonzalez. First pitch to him high for ball number 1. Gonzalez 0 for 2, a strikeout, and popped out to center field his last time up. A's with a runner in scoring position. Gonzalez takes that pitch outside for ball number 2. Two 2-0 delivery. Gonzalez sends that one down the right field line, but called for and caught. That will end the inning. The A's strand 1. A 3-2 ball game as we head to the bottom of the 6th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. A's with a 3-2 lead as they face the Denver Cougars in Game 4 of the series. This game, the final official league game in the series for the Cougars versus the Dodge City A's. Caden Blair back on the mound. Pitch comes in, a front door strike. Gets the leadoff hitter in the inning. It is Nolan Marthaler. He's down in the count 0-1. One, two, the count to Marthaler. Caden Blair, the righty, working from the first base side of the rubber. The pitch just missing off the backdoor bender, evens a count at 2 apiece. Two delivery, fouled back, and we'll do it over again. 2-2 count to Marthaler. Misses low, makes it a full count. Payoff pitch from Blair. Comes in high, and that will put the leadoff runner aboard for the Denver Cougars. Finding the strike zone has been an issue in the middle innings for the A's pitching staff. Nobody out, and that will bring in the designated hitter Brossel, who struck out to end the 4th inning, in which the Cougars left the bases loaded. First pitch goes outside for ball 1. 1-0 delivery. Catches the back door for evens a count at 1 apiece. When going a little farther out, missing, makes it 2-1 to Brossel. Brossel officially 0 for 2, the strikeout and a ground out, as the Cougars working their third trip around the batting order. Another one outside makes it 3-1. Gets Brossel swinging, and that will bring the count full. Back-to-back full counts here in the bottom of the second, or sixth, rather. Throw to first, not in time. Payoff pitch. Catches Brossel looking again, and back-to-back at-bats, he will go down on strikes. Out number 1. And that will bring in the right fielder, Aiden Welsh. Welsh grounded out to third base his last time up. Got on an error. Before that, takes first pitch for strike number 1. The A's trying to get back to bat and get some offense going to extend this lead. Pitch missing low, makes it 1-1. One delivery. That one's popped up. Going out to right field. Williams there to haul that one in. Sorry, that is Caleb Bergman out there. 2 away. Nolan Williams not on the field, as he is the DH tonight. Two away, and that will turn the order over to Brady Webb. Webb 0 for 1, as he has walked the other 2 times he's been at the plate. Takes a first pitch for ball number 1. Pitch over the head of Webb. Makes it 2-0. A few showers moving by. Pitch fouled off will make it 2-1 to Webb. Pitch missing low, makes it 3-1. That pitch, a line drive right back at the third baseman Gamster, and that will end the inning as the Cougars strand another one. We're headed to the top of the 7th, the latter third of this game coming up. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Top of the 7th. Brian Gardner leads off, facing new pitcher on the mound. Will be Gabriel Rodriguez. Gardner down in the count, 0-2. He is 0 for 1, a walk and a strikeout in this ball game. Pitch grounded back at the second baseman, throw to first in time, and one away for the A's. We'll turn the lineup back over to the top of the order with Juan Rivera. Rivera takes the first pitch for ball 1. Rivera 0 for 3 in this ball game as he grounded out to the second baseman his last time up. 2-0 the count. Rivera, a .524 slugging percentage here in this season. Pitch misses low, makes it 3-0. Pitch. The outer edge of the zone makes it 3-1. Pitch misses out and high. Will put Rivera aboard with a walk. We'll bring in Cooper Schneider. Schneider oh for 2 as he got on an error. Grounded out and flied out to center his last time up. Takes first pitch. Strike number 1. Actually, that would make him 1 for 3, rather. 0-1 delivery. Be thrown over to first, but not in time. Runner goes. Rivera will be in safely with a stolen base. I believe that pitch was called strike. No indication from home plate umpire, but we're going to go with an 0-2 count for now. Runner on second for the Dodge City A's. That one grounded through the left field side. Rivera being waved home. The throw will be cut off on the infield. An RBI single for Cooper Schneider. So the A's now a 4-2 lead, and that will bring in Jordan Black. Jordan walked on his last time up. Pitch misses inside for ball number 1. Cooper Schneider a .400 slugging, followed by Jordan Black. That pitch called balk, and that will move Schneider over to second. We will resume play with a 1-0 count. Black slugging 667 on the season. Runner in scoring position for the A's. That pitch fouled off down the right field side and into the A's dugout. Evens a count at 1 apiece. The A's scored 2 in the first, 1 in the third, and have now gotten back on the board here in the 7th. Pitch fly out into center field, and it will be caught. It is stretch time in Denver. The A's lead 4-2 after the double play. We'll be back. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Well, this would be an official game. 4.5 if you're the home team, 1 in 5.
So would that just cancel it all together if you got Lockman, or just a 30-minute?
Go 30 minutes. Oh, I did get an alert. 17 miles a day. First one, 827. Did I hear that?
Caden Blair back on the mound for your Dodge City A's as they lead 4-2. Clark Springs at bat for the Denver Cougars. Springs takes the 1-0 pitch driven out to left field, and Rivera over his head. That will be a double as Clark rounded second, was going to go to third. The stop sign shown, and a leadoff double. Here in the bottom of the 7th. So that will bring in Christian Powell. Powell popped up to Gardner in foul territory his last time up. Nobody out. Runner on second for the Denver Cougars. First pitch to Powell. Comes in and hits him. That will put runners on first and second. That will draw an infield visit between the A's players. As it will be Matt Bathauer due up for the Cougars. Bathauer singled his last time up, a fly ball out into center field. Pitch to Bathauer. Outside for ball number 1. A's a 4-2 lead here in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch misses outside, makes it 2-0. Pitch comes in. That one's sent foul out the left field fence. Makes it 2-1. Runners on first and second for the Cougars. Nobody out. Two-one pitch. Shows bunt. Throw to third for the forced out. That will get the leadoff runner.
Really good play right there.
So the bunt turns into a fielder's choice, and heads up play by catcher Gonzalez to throw down to first and get the leading runner one away. That brings in the catcher Minnick. Minnick takes the first pitch and fouls it off. Down in the count, 0-1. One away for the Cougars. Pitch high for ball one. The A's clinging to a 4-2 lead in the bottom of the seventh. Called strike gets Minnick down in the count 1-2.
Good off speed right there by Blair. Drop it in for strike two.
1-2 delivery. Sent down the right field line, and it will fall foul into the tennis courts just outside of the right field fence to do the 1-2 over again. When chopped, sent down the first base side, a jam shot in on the hands of Minnick, and he will stay alive. 1-2 the count.
Gardner over at first had a good attempt at it, just out of reach of his range.
Pitch chopped foul back into the screen, and will do it again. Denver Cougars able to foul off multiple pitches in the last several innings to extend at bats against the Dodge City A's pitching staff. Blair with the 1-2 delivery. Swung on and missed, and that will send Minnick to the dugout, 2 away for the Denver Cougars. Brings in Mike Bathauer. Bathauer, a ground out victim. His last time up, the first time as Blair came in the bottom of the fifth to take over for Matthew Sandoval. The first pitch to Bathauer on the outer edge for strike number 1. Blair with 2 complete. Pitch just missing the outer edge, evens the count at 1 apiece. One delivery as Blair comes set. Looks back at second, nobody there. Fouled off, will make it 1-2 to Bathauer. Blair steps back on the 1-2 delivery. Runners on first and second. Kicks, fires, that one misses outside, evens a count at 2 apiece. A's trying to get out of this inning and head to the top of the 8th to extend this 4-2 lead. 2-2 pitch from Blair. That's driven down the left field side, and it falls foul. So we will do the 2-2 over again. Go back to work, a 2-2 count to Mike Bathauer. Swung on and missed. That will end the inning. We're headed to the top of the 8th. The A's a 4-2 lead as Bathauer goes down on strikes. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Top of the 8th, a 2-1 count to Gamsters. He'll send that one out into left field, a leadoff hit. Runner aboard for your Dodge City A's. Gamster a leadoff single as he was a strikeout victim his last time up. That will bring in Alex Gallion. Gallion grounded out to the shortstop his last time. Officially 2 for 3 in this ball game. Takes that pitch for strike number 1. Throw back to first. Evens a count at 1 apiece. The A's clinging to a 4-2 lead here in the final 2 innings of this ball game. Some lightning off to our right. A big pop fly that's headed out into right field. Hauled in for out number 1 by Welsh. That brings in Caleb Bergman. Bergman 0 for 3 as he flew out to right field his last time up. Throw to first, not in time. Gamster goes. And he will be in safely. I believe a ball, the call at home. Runner on second for the Dodge City A's. 1-0 count to Caleb Bergman. The A's still showing their resilience to run even here in the later innings of this ball game. That pitch through the gap, out into right field. Gamster being waved home. The throw cut off on the infield. An RBI single for Caleb Bergman. The A's now a 5-2 lead, and that will bring in Nolan Williams. Williams, a ground rule double down the right field line his last time up. Some lightning off to our south.
Big lightning strike.
Pitch called strike, and Bergman takes off for second. Another stolen base in this inning. Runner in scoring position for the Dodge City A's. Williams down in the count, 0-1.
Williams with a not so normal ground rule double past at bat, bouncing over the fence down the line.
1-1 the count to Nolan Williams, and that was just an unusual call as the right field umpire called it fair and then showed foul. Then after a discussion, put Williams on second after the Cougar defense tried to throw him out at third. 1-2 the count to Williams. Dodge City A's with 1 run already in here in the top of the 8th. Williams sends that one down the right field line and going foul onto the tennis courts. We'll do the 1-2 over again. Pitch misses high, makes it 2-2. Pitch down low. Bergman dancing with a big lead off of second. Drew the pitcher's attention for a short time. A full count now for Williams. Payoff pitch.
Bergman starting to get in the pitcher's head right here with a step
He
off.
steps off, and the payoff pitch will go back to second in an attempt to catch Bergman. And he is very much living in the head rent-free right now. Gabriel Rodriguez on the mound for the Denver Cougars. Williams sends that one to the third base side, fielded fair, throw to first in time, and that will advance Bergman to third. Two away for the A's. 1 run scored, runner at third. That brings in the catcher, Rudy Gonzalez. Gonzalez 0 for 3. Swing and a miss for strike number 1. BJ's picking up victory tonight as they beat the Rough Riders 20-1.
Yikes.
A 2-1 count to Gonzalez. Gonzalez sends that one down the first base side, but goes foul. Evens a count at 2 apiece. Pitch goes outside. A full count to Gonzalez. Just for some context, the A's beat the Rough Riders in 10-run rule fashion, 10-run shutout games. In their last 2 games, Gonzalez will swing and miss. The A's strained 1, but added 1 here in the top of the 8th. We're headed to the bottom of the 8th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Headed into the bottom of the 8th. Caden Blair back on the mound for the Dodge City A's. Blair, the 3rd pitcher in this ball game, as the A's clinging to a 5-2 lead. That 5 runs seems to be the magic number. If this result holds true, it will be Nolan Marthaler due up for the Cougars, as he was a walk-on his last time up. He has walked on twice in 3 at-bats here. First pitch to Marthaler. Swung on and missed. Gets him down in the count 0-1. Caden Blair came in relief of Matthew Sandoval, taking over in the bottom of the 5th. Marthaler sends that one a fly ball out into center field, and Schneider takes about 2 steps to his right, hauls it in, out number 1. That will bring in the designated hitter, Will Brossel. Brossel, strikeout his last time up, was caught looking. First pitch, outside for ball 1. Pitch catches the outer edge of the zone, evens a count at 1 apiece. One delivery from Blair, comes back outside, makes it 2-1. Pitch fouled off, makes it 2-2. Caden Blair last pitched against the Rough Riders, a 2-inning outing. Gave up 2 hits, 1 run, and struck out 3 in that one. Came in relief in that game. Pitch sent out to center field. Schneider giving chase. He's got it. 2 away for the Denver Cougars. Back-to-back flyouts and 2 away now for the Cougars. That brings in the 9-hole hitter, Aiden Welsh. Welsh a fly out to right field his last time up. First pitch comes in for ball number 1. Pitch comes in high, makes it 2-0 to Welsh as the Cougars now working to complete their 4th trip through the batting order. 2-0. Chopped foul at the first base dugout. 2-1. 2-1 delivery with 2 away. Sent foul, evens a count at 2 apiece. Welsh got on an error his first time up, grounded out to third base, and flew out to right. Those have been his 3 at-bats in this ball game. 2-2 delivery from Blair. Comes in, catches the outer edge, and will send Welsh back to the dugout after he goes down looking. We're headed to the top of the 9th. The A's a 5-2 lead. Wanting to add some insurance here. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Augustine Sanchez taking over the mound for the Denver Cougars as the A's down to the final 3 outs to add some insurance in this ball game. A 5-2 lead as the A's scored 2 in the first, 1 in the third, 1 in the 7th, and 1 in the 8th, and it will be the 9-hole hitter Brian Gardner leading off here in the 9th. Gardner taking the first pitch and sending it out to center field for out number 1. Gardner just giving that one a tap, but not quite enough to stay out of range of the center fielder. 1 away for the A's as Juan Rivera steps in. He walked on his last time up. Rivera 0 for 3 with a walk in this ball game. Pitch comes in. The outer edge for strike 1. Augustine Sanchez pitched against the A's at home. That pitch missing high, evens a count at 1 apiece. 1-1 delivery. This is high again, makes it 2-1. Peyton Walters getting live action down in the bullpen for the Dodge City A's, and I would not be a bit surprised to see a pitching change for the A's as well. 2-2 the count to Rivera. Misses to have the count run full. Payoff pitch from Sanchez. Rivera sends that one down the third base line. It's going to fall foul. And we will do the payoff over again. So after tonight's game, the A's will travel to Colorado Springs. 2 games against the Cage Rats. Those will be played at Spurgeon Field. First pitch set for 6:05 Mountain Time tomorrow evening. Go back to work. The payoff again from Sanchez. Gets Rivera swinging, and it goes foul down the third base line, and Rivera throwing his bat at that one, trying to stay alive. Pitch comes in and misses outside, runner aboard as Rivera draws the walk. 2 walks in this ball game. A ground out, a line drive, and a ground out will be the ball game for Juan Rivera. That brings in Cooper Schneider. Schneider a ground out that will be the twin killing to end the top of the 9th. The A's clinging to a 5-2 lead. The Cougars with their final 3 outs to extend or win this game. You'll hear that when we come back. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. The Denver Cougars with their final 3 outs as we are headed to the bottom of the 9th, a 5-2 ball game in favor of the Dodge City A's, and it is Caden Blair back on the mound trying to finish this one for your A's. It will be the top of the order due up with Webb, Springs, and Powell for the Denver Cougars. Brady Webb steps in, line drive to the third baseman, his last time up. First pitch sent down the right field line and foul for strike number 1. So Webb officially 0 for 2 with 2 walks in this ball game. 0-1 delivery. Misses low, draws the count even at 1 apiece. One. Swing on and miss, and that will make the count 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that is out number 1 for the Denver Cougars. Strikeout number 4. Actually, number 5 for Caden Blair. That will bring in Clark Springs. Springs a double his last time up. First pitch fouled off to the first base side for strike 1. The A's in game 1 against the Denver Cougars would fall 5-3. All of that damage for them being done in the second inning of that ball game. That pitch sit down the right field side. Bergman there to haul that one in, 2 away. The Cougars down to their final out. That brings in Christian Powell. Powell was hit by pitch his last time up. Otherwise, he is 0 for 3 in this ball game. First pitch misses high for ball number 1. So the A's fell 5-3 in game 1, the home opener. Swung on and missed, evens the count at 1 apiece. The A's would then play a doubleheader where they would take game 1 that pitch gets away from Rivera. They would take game 1 5-2 and drop game 2 8-6. That would make it a 1-2 lead for the Cougars in this series, and the A's 1 out away from drawing even. 2-1 the count. That pitch fouled off back into the screen. 2-2 to Powell. So as I said, that 5 runs being the magical number if it holds true here. Pitch grounded to the second baseman, throw to first. In time, that will end this ball game. The A's victorious as they take it 5-2 and split the overall series with these Denver Cougars 2-2. The A's improved to 5-4 overall on the season, and we will be back tomorrow night with game 10 of the season as the A's take on the Cage Rats. We'll keep it right here and finish this one up really quickly. The A's getting on the board early as it would be Cooper Schneider getting on with an error that would set up the 2-run inning in the top of the first. The A's would lead the game 2-0 at that point, followed by 3 straight singles in the top of the third that would score, one of which would score Jordan Black to give the A's a 3-0 lead. The Denver Cougars would strand multiple runners throughout this game, at one point leaving the bases loaded, making it a 3-2 ball game before the A's would strike back. And the A's would take a 4-2 lead in the 7th after Juan Rivera gets on a walk, and then an RBI single would move Rivera around to give the A's the 4-2 lead. The A's would plate another one behind Preston Gamster in the 8th. And that would be the difference as the A's take this one 5-2, improve to 5-4 overall. I am Justin Hergert, was alongside Caleb Jamison saying so long and good night as the A's are victorious from Metro State University. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball.